Hello, this is Liz with Crafty Devotion. We are going to learn this time a little bit about the tassels that we put here on the bottom. This has a lot of tassels. You can choose how many to put. When I normally make my shabby flowers, I actually mix a lot of different fabrics. The fabrics I'm using plus laces and other things. But since we're doing Shabby Chic on a budget, and this is supposed to be a budget flower, I'm not going to add any of those types of fabrics. I'm going to just show you a few different ways that you can make the fabrics you have. We have two fabrics look different. I have a strip of the 2.5 inch wide fabric, and you can determine how long you want them to be. What you do is you take your fabric and you do a series of different sizes. So cut 1/4 of an inch one, I'm just guessing, 1/2 an inch one, a couple of different sizes, and you just make cut strips. And you actually want it to get tattered, very tattered. So you cut all your strips of the color of fabric, the colored fabric. And if you don't have that much colored fabric, you also can go and get the ones that we made at the beginning, because in video 1 I did show you how to put some aside. Right now I have no idea where those are at because I'm doing so many projects. So I just got 4 strips out of just guess. Actually how wide they are is really up to really very beautiful. They come out tattered, and I also pull on them and tatter them, and I tatter them in more than one way. Okay, we have that tattered. See how it's really, one side has more tatters on it than the other. So the wider ones, I actually pull more off so that it'll look more tattered with some of the fibers sticking out. So now do both sides. I'm not going to do them all for you, but again, remember the scissor trick I showed you last time. The scissors can also tatter it more, help you tatter it more, and not only that, it gives it a little bit of a twist so that it looks more tattered. So you can tatter the ends with your scissors, can help you do that. Isn't that cute? Do I have that hanging there? That's the one we're making now, but we're going to make it with the colored fabric. So what I do is I showed you earlier how you tatter it up. Just tatter, tatter, tatter. Okay, I think I tattered it up enough. See, I just tattered it. Now all you do is twist it and hold it from each side and twist, twist, twist. I was just experimenting, and look how cute that looks. Isn't that cute? I twisted a little bit more than I keep on twisting, so it gets, I'm just twisting. Let me show you. I'm just going like this and twisting it and holding it from one side and twisting the other. I just keep on twisting. I'll put that. You see how cute that looks? Now, to keep the twist, you do have to make it hang down like this way. See? But it keeps it all shabby and twisted. So I just come and I just take these. You can glue them or whatever, but I knot them together just so it won't untwist. And then I hung them this way from here. Let me see if you can tell. See? Look how pretty it looks. See? I hung it that way. It just looks different to me. So there's another trick. Now, so the long thin ones, you can pull on them, I showed you, and then you can use your scissors to tatter them up. And the different sizes you make them look different. So here's the wider one, and here's the narrower one, and so they'll actually take on a slightly different look. So make them different sizes, and then interchange all the colors. So I took one, and look. So I tried different sizes because I wanted to see if I can actually get them in. And let me show you my trick for getting them in. You have wired ribbon in your gift wrapping supplies, maybe something you didn't throw away. This one's an organza, and it has a wired ribbon. And I pull out that wire, and this wire will work almost like a needle. Fold it in half. See that? And what I like is I like to make it long enough because then I can pull. So grab a button. And it really helps if the button is actually a little bit larger, the holes. There's different sized buttons, but really I put a really small one and it worked fine. You could use this type of button where it goes through this side, but I didn't want everybody to have to worry about those buttons. Alright, so I have different buttons. So you need to experiment which buttons will work for you. Look at the sizes of the buttons, buttonholes. They're different. I'm going to do the pink one. And I just have it on like a needle on a piece of the white one. If it doesn't go through a button you really want to put on there, you can use thread and a needle to attach it. Or you can make sure you try the other fabric. One of the fabrics may work through the hole and another one may not. So you can decide if you want to, because this would look cute just straight on like that, just hanging at the bottom, just hanging like that. But you can stick it back through the other side, and like I said, make sure when you're sticking it through the other side that you have enough fabric on this side to pull down. So you got to pull it through more than you would want in there. Pull it through the opposite way. Can you see that? You need to have enough here. If it's too close, it won't work. And just see, you can pull on that wire and then the fabric. See that? So we went through both. And you can hang it. Looks cute. So that was an idea, but I have one other way to show you how to do it. Remember the strings we were using? Mine's kind of thick, but you can actually use these strings. So what I did when I used the strings is the string might be a little bit more difficult, but you do need most string, you need to make sure you can get the string through the hole of the button. If you can get the string through the hole of the button, then you can probably get it through. That one has something on it. This one's a pretty thick one. Well, we'll use thick, see if it gets through. So this one's using a thicker like 1/2 inch. You pull the fabric through like this. See? Okay, so there's another thing you can use. You can use a piece of thick thread or string. Mine's strong enough. I'm going to show you the rest of how to put this together. We made a bunch of the tatters, and I showed you different ways that you can tatter them. They're not completely done, but it's enough for you to understand what you should do. And because we're doing Shabby Chic on a budget, I don't use the felt. I'm just pretending like we don't have felt. That's what I'm doing. Okay. And you basically just get a piece of one of the fabrics, and then I'll cut it afterwards, and then you just start layering. So this one's going to come out looking really straight when we put it on. See, it's very straight. We didn't do anything to it, but we could still do something to it afterwards. So no worries. And here's one that's pretty much the same, but it got tattered. You can adjust it afterwards if you're saying, oh, that doesn't look tattered enough, or I want to make that one look like it's curled. You can curl them afterwards. So that's all you do, is you're just gluing them on. Let me see, we did have one more. So let's say that you have this one and it's kind of like too short. You can always glue it like this. It really very forgiving. Do it any way you please. Be as careful as you want, but I'm just here giving you ideas. Now you need to clean it up. So, you know, we do want, you know, it to be tattered and torn and to look torn, but we don't want these falling off all the time. So clean it up, and then take your flower. This is a flower we made the last time, and it will match this flower. See? There we go. So now when you attach it, you can decide where to attach it. So if I'm going to attach this one, I would, because this is high, can you see that it's up, it's lifted up, I'll attach it right here. There's different buttons. You can decide to put more or less, or take them off, none at all. See that? Now for this one, I think I want to attach it to this one here. So you can actually go, there's no lump on this one, you could attach it to the back and then put a piece of felt or another piece of fabric. Here's a piece. Okay, we'll make it into a circle. That's beautiful. It's not, there's not a problem. It's a finished flower now. See how pretty that is? And this is lit with Crafty Devotion, and I hope you learned a lot from learning how to make all these beautiful dangles, beautiful flowers. I really love this blue one. I'm going to have to make something for this blue one. It's beautiful. Please share my channel with your friends on social media, and comment below so I know that you like these videos. I'll see you next time.